ankles?
Funnily enough, no. They were all staring at my ass.
I guess that's fair. All right, so we're going. So last session, what happened is the group was encountered with the conglomerate mage. The conglomerate mage returned back with a number of his associates, and the team fought and defeated the minions. I don't remember. I don't think they killed the mage.
No, he got away.
He ran away.
Yeah.
And I lived through it.
Then they came up with a great plan of escaping the city because they found out very quickly that they were being hunted, much like Aiden was on the first night they got back together. And so they traveled into the refugee camp, found Cardiff dying in one of the beds there, and he died. It was really sad. But it was an older Cardiff. And that Cardiff gave you guys something.
Yeah, which didn't make sense if I remember.
Yeah. And you were only led to that camp because of the redheaded woman again. Again.
Redheaded woman.
One of these days I'll get her number.
You got out of the city and headed north into the forest, basically going to where you were told Cardiff, or where rumors were of Cardiff being attacked or being forced off into the woods. And you guys traveled into the woods, and that was the latter portion of the day. You arrive in the woods at an old path inside of the Deborah forest, just inside. And it looks like there was quite the kerfuffle. It would seem that there is a wagon with a number of swords and shields, and a single corpse. Another thing you note is that there is a boulder. It's about the size of a child, height-wise, about as wide as a child. We'll just use the child as a unit of measurement.
What was the size of the child? I missed that one word.
It's like 3 by 3. It's like 3 foot radius diameter. That's what I want. And it looks like the boulder might have been what caused the wagon to kind of flip ass over tea kettle on the road. It does look like there is a bit of kind of water. Not really though. It's more just kind of like a wet looking forest. It's not really like underwater like some people were saying. Just a color scheme, I guess.
I was hoping.
But there is a single corpse, a couple of swords, a shield, and a broken wagon, and a big old rock. What do you do, Delvor?
Well, I would like to take a look at the body.
Okay.
And
what is Hawk doing?
Since Delbor's looking at the body, I'm going to... So in terms of the terrain, is there a hill that the boulder fell down?
No.
No.
From what you can tell, this is a pretty flat bit of forest for about 300 feet or so. You kind of look up out of the tree line, and you can see like where the tree line kind of elevates up as the elevation in the ground kind of elevates up. And beyond that, you can see the just shadows of the barrier peaks.
Yeah, because Hawk would be like interested most in if the boulder was used as a weapon of any sort and how it got there. It didn't fall out of nowhere. Does it look like it could have been thrown with a catapult?
Perhaps. Based solely on the damage that's done, you would assume that would be the case.
And do it surmise it came from the north, is that right?
Yeah, so it kind of looks like it bounced into the wagon and kind of like fell back and away.
So I guess I'd want to just sort of keep my eyes open for anything that might potentially show an indication of where it came from.
Okay, so you're being watchful.
Right.
All right. What is Malik doing?
Malik would be most interested in seeing the condition of that person. He's assuming he's dead, but he's going to go up and check. And
Zell and Mel hanging out near the corpse. Got
That's what we do, man.
That's how we roll.
Teamwork
Exactly.
makes the dream work. And then Aiden.
Did John just mute himself?
No.
No, I think Aiden. I don't know where he is. We lost.
said-
him.
Yo, I want to go through the wreckage and chickadee check this shit out.
Okay. So we'll deal with stone and perceptioning first. Normally, Hawk, you wouldn't see like kind of marks on an object that's thrown by catapult. Very kind of like easily identifiable marks on stone. Stone needs to be a certain shape to be fired from a catapult. Round, usually, sometimes square. But this one looks like just a natural boulder. It was just possibly even picked up or something,
By like a stone giant or something like that?
possibly. But it definitely wasn't hurled by catapult because it's just not the right shape.
So I definitely want to, I guess, look for any kind of sign of giants anywhere, whether it's like the foliage or trees being messed around with, if they are they in this area.
Absolutely. So far, no giant sign.
Okay.
All right, and then Aiden, you go into the wagon, start checking it out. It looks like the materials that might have been inside have been kind of removed. It does look like there are bits of gore like all throughout the wagon. Just kind of looking at it and just the disgustingness of it, it looks like whoever's on the front of the wagon is now splattered all over the back of the wagon. But beyond that, there's not much to it.
Okay, so like no papers or anything, no
Nothing
information.
like that. It doesn't look like any documentation has been left behind or any items or anything like that. I guess the only thing you would see is that kind of where the remnants of the front of the wagon are, it does look like there are a pair of legs kind of tangled up in the woodwork of the seat of the wagon, kind of cleft off at about the pelvis. Still dripping.
Lovely.
I lick it. No, I'm just kidding.
Good.
They
Shit
get
would be metal
real
as fuck
good.
though.
Look it. You don't even know it.
I mean,
Oh, gosh.
anyway, then you two go to the body and look it over. It looks like an older gentleman kind of wearing a kilt and boots, kind of a bit hardier and like thoroughly kind of built. You kind of like roll him over to look at him. It looks like he's got a bit of his body missing, like the chest and gut region. Look like they've been kind of torn away. And on closer inspection, Melly, you kind of realize that it wasn't so much cut; it was torn, like ripped, possibly by like something that might have caught on to clothing or flesh that pulled, or something that kind of like just reached over and grabbed him and squeezed the flesh and body part away.
But it doesn't look like a bite, though.
Doesn't look like a bite. Doesn't look like a cut. Looks like a rip.
All right.
Malik, all this raises a very important question for me.
Sure.
Do you think that I could pull off this kilt?
I don't know. The question has always been in my mind is, what do you wear under the kilt, or do you wear anything?
I personally don't think I would. I figure it would be nice.
Maybe the
Free,
redheaded
even.
girl would like it. He adds one bloody kilt to his inventory.
Fair enough. So yeah, you dispense with removing the kilt. He is not wearing anything.
No,
underneath.
we do not. I'm not going to do that. Zeldor might, but
No. Okay.
I'm tempted.
you're tempted. But
Fair
what
enough.
about any of these? These are not like magical swords that we could
They look like just regular arming swords. You pick them up and kind of test their weight. They don't feel any different than any sword you've ever seen. Hawk, you're kind of being perceptive, looking for giants, and you see Mel pick up the sword. And immediately you notice that the sword isn't of a Parnan make. It's not a Parnic sword. It looks like it's a foreign blade. Roll a history check.
Okie doke.
No idea.
No idea.
Ooh, boy. Looks like a sword.
This is a sword. Sharp, pointy end.
All right. Well, it was worth a
Pointing
try.
goes to the bad guy.
All right.
All right. Circle back around.
So I'm assuming they like inspected everything around there and didn't find anything else then of note.
It would seem.
Okay.
I'm
well,
gonna take the blade and put it into my bag that holds everything.
You would see that he also has a sheath. The guy laying on the floor, he has a sheath at his belt, like his hip. So you can
Okay,
take it.
so could I examine that? Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you put the sword in the sheath. It looks like the
Right.
sword that's not too far from him is, and put that in your bag.
My backpack of holding.
Yep.
sweet.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I
Not
just switched to
before.
my phone.
Just now, though.
I'm sad
Yeah,
I don't
alright,
have
cool.
an extra pair of trousers I can put on this guy and take his kilt.
You could bury him, and you could bury him naked. He doesn't need his clothes when you bury him.
Matt, go ahead and roll an investigation check real quick for me, as you're kind of contemplating.
Contemplating body snatching.
All right.
I rolled real well.
So I'm just gonna tell you. You did a 5. Okay. That pair of legs over there on the wagon, still wearing pants. Second thing though is upon inspecting the kilt and kind of considering it, you notice that the inside of the kilt is filled with shit. It is literally just filled with shit. It would seem that upon death, even though the guy's guts were pretty much ripped out, everything that was left behind came out the behind.
Man.
Still
So your
wash it,
call.
though.
It's gonna need a wash in a
Oh.
river.
I'll leave him.
All right.
That is not a magical shield, is it?
Not at all. Mel, actually make a nature check too while we're at it.
Nature who? Mel or Zell?
Mel.
All right, we'll do it. We'll try it. Hey, check that out. I'm naturizing it.
All right, a first good roll.
So it would seem that there's a kind of like an uphill, right? But as you're kind of like paying attention, it's definitely something you're kind of looking out for. You feel like there's a waterway, like some sort of waterway, possibly a stream or something, just off to the west.
I tell my party, we need to go to the west. There's a stream or something.
Maybe I could wash the kilt in those.
Oh, come on. I want to be upstream of that when you're washing it.
I'm kidding. I'm not touching the kilt.
That's good.
And there's no sign of horses that might have dragged the wagons?
No, it would. You do see like the reins and harness for the horses, but the leather straps and such look like they were pretty much rent apart.
Did any of us check inside the wagon besides the pair of legs?
I did.
Aiden did,
Okay.
yeah.
Just wanted to check.
I think we've checked everything, right?
And there is a path that leads to the north and then towards the east?
Yeah. So and also to the south. So to the west and to the north and to the south. It looks like there might be one that leads east, but that's not true. That's actually just like a turn to the north.
Okay.
Let's go toward the stream just to see what it's like.
Sure.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's do it. All right. So we will head out in that direction.
As you guys come to the stream, you realize that you're on the northern side of it. It kind of winds down into what looks like a kind of a pond, really. It's not really big enough to be a lake. Yeah, it's a pond. You manage to find a way kind of up the rocks to the north side of it because you can't really get to the southern side of this this waterway. And you guys see that there is a path that continues on. The one thing that kind of immediately catches your attention, though, as the sun like beams above you as you kind of exit out into a clearing is it looks like the path has a very large stain of blood that's kind of like being dragged or possibly like walking, like the remnants of someone walking further down the path along the side of the stream.
Now, when you say a large stain of blood, can I tell, like, magnitude-wise, is it more than just like one person bleeding? Is it like a very large animal or person bleeding?
You're trained in medicine, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah, so you'd be able to tell that this looks
Oh,
like
wait a minute. I just lied. I am not trained in medicine. Damn
Okay,
it.
then roll a medicine check.
I could roll it to see if I know it.
Yeah. You're not sure. It
not
could
so
be
sure.
multiples. It could be it might just be enough for just one person. You're not sure.
All right, I don't really know, guys, but this looks like something promising. We're on the trail of something.
Hmm.
What do you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So you guys continue on for a little while there, and it looks like there's kind of a bend in this waterway, and it looks like the path kind of continues on, and looks like it's going to turn to the right. The other thing too is the stream looks like it's kind of deeper, and kind of you know, it also looks like it is wider. Probably about 50 feet wide at this point, and probably about 20 feet deep.
Oh,
Kind of
wow.
almost at river level. Like it's pretty wide and pretty big, but it doesn't flow heavily. I guess you've ever been to like a park and like sometimes you'll see where there's kind of a split in a stream. It looks like it kind of might be a winding point to that. It does look like there's some posts along the side of the path because it looks like it kind of the stone work or stone way on your side kind of tumbles into the waterway.
It's like a boat ramp type thing, or?
I'm going to show you. Hold on.
Okay.
It's a perfect opportunity for Zell to go swimming.
Yep. And then if something happens, I could just go at the bottom of the river, and
help us.
I wouldn't even hear you.
No.
It's
Not
like
sure
I don't know
if
what's
feel
going
like
on up
swimming
there.
right now.
Would Hawk kind of know what these things are? These posts, or whatever, boat posts, are near the water. I'm thinking they're for boats. You tie a boat up to it, but I wouldn't know that. I mean, Hawk might. Aren't you from around this area, Hawk? Or you're
I
you're
think
from
so, yeah.
Well, you're a trackless. You've probably dealt with people on the surface before. It's not like you're, a yokel.
True.
And you would assume that they're not so much for that. It might be the case that they might be tie-off posts. So this is a river. Sometimes with riverways, what you'll do is you'll kind of, instead of trying to pilot the boat upstream yourself, you'll tie the rope to the front of the boat and then tie the other rope to your horse and then walk your horse along the path alongside the river or alongside the stream or channel or what have you. And that will basically kind of, pull your boat upstream.
I see. Okay.
This is what we're looking at. Did it move it?
Came a bit to me.
Can't hear you very well.
You're a robot. You are a Spanish robot.
No hablo español.
¿Dónde está el robot repair shop?
It's better now. Go again, Zach. I lied.
Not better. Type it, Zach. Type it.
He's on
Hey,
his
John.
phone for Discord.
Hey, John, is this what we see? Like we can see little ledges under the water?
Yeah, the water is pretty clear. You can definitely see into it. It does look like there's kind of water and some bushes that kind of stick up and out. I would say the descent down to those ledges, and it's just under the water. Looks like it might be like 5 foot descent from the cliff down.
Mm-hmm.
So not like a huge drop, and most of it's just kind of like loose rock and stone, and then the water there.
So the grayish area is still above water, but
No.
closer to no, that's underwater.
Underwater.
Okay. And Hawk is still definitely keeping his eye out for any signs of mines because he knows that that's probably where that boulder came from.
Yeah, it looks like there are a lot of rocks. On the opposite side of this stream is pretty much the same thing, except that instead of there being a road, it's forested. And it looks like that kind of winds around the dogleg there. So yeah, what are you guys doing? Just continuing on the road? Like this is
No.
inconsequential, or it
Well,
is pretty inconsequential.
Okay.
Does
we-
Mel? What does Mel? Mel has a better sense of water stuff than we do. Is it worth checking out, Mel? Would you know?
You mean the water?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it would be fun for me. I don't know what you guys would make of it. But well, here's the thing.
As you guys are contemplating and
We're
kind of
try-
like wondering about what you're going to do standing there on the side, you see what looks like, or what you thought to be kind of like a strange colored, like grayish or, tan boulder, kind of erect itself,
Oh no.
kind of stand
Whoa.
upright. It looks like it's kind of like splashing water on its face.
This
And
doesn't
it's
sound good.
Pretty massive.
Okay, I say that we keep quiet and try to hide.
Holy shit, that is
Would we
massive.
have ever recognized one of those things? Would we have seen one of those before?
So we're going to go ahead and ask you exactly what you're doing immediately after you recognize that there is a thing. So I'm going to start with Zell. What are you doing?
I am
Oh, and Zach, if you can't hear me or can't reply, I already am doing a thing with yours.
actually skip to someone else. I want to check something out first.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait! I know what I'm doing.
Yes.
What?
I'm invisible.
Whoosh. You vanish.
That's
And
cool.
I'm going to just slowly back up.
Okay. You see Iden rush to the bush tree line there, kind of duck down behind some scree and rock. You see Zelbor vanish with a chant. Mel and Hawk, what are you doing?
So do we get the sense that the creature has not seen us yet?
Correct.
Yeah, so definitely trying to be quiet, sort of crouch down and walk. I'm going to walk over where Iden is, like sort of in that general area.
Okay. It looks like he's kind of shooing you away.
He's shooing me away because he's trying to be stealthy. Right?
Right.
All right. So
Get
maybe I'll
outta here.
come over more where Zell is, even though he's invisible.
You don't
You
know
don't
where
know
he is.
where Zell is.
I guess I would want to stay out of out of sight. So whatever sight range is.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah, there's a pretty big
maybe
rock.
here.
There's a tree. Yeah, right there in front of
How
you.
about right there?
Okay, so you move to the tree. All right, and then Mel.
All right. Well, what I want to do is move to get some cover. And wait, let's see. What's my distance from that thing? Somebody use their ruler.
What, from the monster?
What does that say? 55?
That's 50 feet.
About 50 feet. Yeah.
50 feet. All right. Can I do an
Rush up
action
and
and no? Can I do an action and then move? Because I mean, normally I
Yeah.
can. Are you going to allow me to do that?
Yeah, you can always. Yeah,
All
just take your turn.
I'm going to open my senses up to see if this thing is evil. Because if it is, I can sense it within
So-
60 feet.
You would know before you waste your divine sense that it only detects things that are supernaturally evil, fiends, undead, and the like.
Oh,
This is just a giant, so you're not going to be able to tell if it's selfish in that
or
regard.
evil.
It's
Yeah.
not. I mean, it's not the traditional divine or detect evil.
Okay.
That's not how that works.
All right. That's fair enough. In that case, it wouldn't really matter if I used it because I can use that 5 times, and I never use it that many times. So I
That's
will
fair.
move over. Oh, I'm going to try to pick up my character here. I'm going to move Mel over to like here. Now, if we move it like here, are we actually in the bush or are we like under a tree? You know, what
Tree.
exactly is that?
So you're kind of hiding behind the trunk of it.
All right, that's what I want to do then.
All right.
And wait.
All right. So you guys all move into position. Make stealth checks.
Oh boy, this ought to be
do I
fun.
have advantage since I'm invisible?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, just wanted to make sure about that. Because I don't think I have good stealth.
My stealth.
Oh no,
is
I
not
actually do have good stealth.
good.
Never mind.
Holy shit, though. Sorry,
Ooh.
streaming people.
Oh, you can curse all you fucking want. I don't give a shit.
Oh.
Yes, but what about the viewers at home, John?
Oh well, then they.
All the
I
little-
already. It's mature content. We just talked about how there was a ripped in half person.
You're right. What about little Johnny?
Shit himself.
Poor little Johnny.
All right. So Hawk, as you're rushing towards the tree, you notice that the giant kind of looks over it's looking over in your general direction. But as it's about to kind of lock eyes with you, and you're like, oh, and you're kind of moving towards the tree, you hear a loud like sound come from across the streamway. He quickly turns back and faces that way, and you see that there is a second giant.
Oh,
God damn it. John's trying to kill.
Wandering
He's trying to
across.
kill
Is
us.
that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's bad.
John just wants the Western to be
He
the only
says,
one he's doing.
"Hey!" from across the way and starts walking out across the water.
Hey,
He's kind of
Fred.
wading across it really as he does so. And the other guy goes, "Oh, la, and if anybody speaks giant,
Nope.
I don't
No.
think I do, but I'll have to check. It's been a while since we played
I
this.
speak infernal.
so you hear fee fi fo fum.
He smells an English bum.
I smell the blood of a bard who's going to die.
Fair enough. All right. So as
All
this
right, yeah, I
other
don't.
giant approaches, what are you guys doing? Hawk, you're pretty sure your position is tenuous at best, so especially with Mel kind of hogging the same tree. Iden is completely invisible, like just whoosh, gone. And so is Zell.
All right.
So my position is given. You're thinking, right? I know that I've been seen, or I'm
Yeah, you're
to
pretty
be
sure
seen.
now that there are two sets of
Right.
eyes, you're probably not going to hold. If you don't move to somewhere else and try and hide, you're pretty much boned, or do something else to hide.
Right. So I'm gonna just motion. I'm gonna like whisper to Zell. I'm gonna attract their attention. Try to flank them from behind.
All right. Got it. Hey, John, is this thing right here? Is it like on like this? See this rock that I?
It's a little bigger.
Is it one of these things that's like it's barely on a tiny little base and you can push it, it'll roll down, and kill a giant?
It doesn't look like no, because the giants are 20 feet tall, 25 feet tall. The ledge is only like 5 feet high, so it would hit it in the leg if it were
Might
to hit.
hurt it.
But again, pushing it, you would have to push it. It would go kind of downhill this way.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to fire my short bow.
Well, I was going to move slightly down a little bit since I was seeing him move over. Is that okay? Before he fires off, so to speak.
Hello.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine I wouldn't have a shot on the one that's more to the east, but the one that's in the
You
water.
have a shot on both.
I have a shot on both. Okay.
Yeah. Because this tree here in between you. It's really tall.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to change my mind. Is there a rock nearby?
Like a small one?
Yep, small one.
Yeah, certainly.
What I want to do is I would like to throw the rock behind the one that's in the water. Like
They're both in the water, aren't they?
well, one that's more in the water.
Make a strength check. Or attack roll, rather.
Wait, should we roll initiative then if he's starting to attack?
That's fine. That'll
It's
be
not
fine.
an attack, actually. So
So
I decided to go ahead.
You kind of lob the rock because you got to kind of get it. You're trying to throw it at a pretty
So-
decent distance.
So
You're
the
not-
idea, just to everyone else is clear, is just to distract them, to make them think that someone's behind them rather than us, right?
Right.
And try not to give away cover too much.
So you hurl the rock, whoosh, and it comes up and then splashes down. And as it hits the water kind of like spasms, and then erupting out of like the center of the stream, which was about 20 feet deep, comes what looks like a giant. And he goes, "Ow! Whoa, what's that?" And not common.
Wait, is that a third? Oh crap! There's three of them, guys.
So, but did my plan work?
They're
Are
all looking
they-
at that new giant, yeah. Except for the new giant who's looking at the other ones.
So the first giant didn't see the rock go behind him and didn't think that
Right.
there was some. Okay.
Literally what happened was first giant was looking towards you, and just as he was about to, other giant came out of the woods on the other side, started marching through the water, and after he'd gotten out to the shallows on this side, you threw the rock to try and get it behind him to catch their attention that way.
Right.
As it hit the water, it apparently hit whatever was underneath the water, and out splashed a third giant. And when he splashed out of the water, the other two giants that were paying attention to you are now focusing on the third giant.
So okay, this would be a time. I guess I've used my action, but this would be a time for everyone else to act quickly.
Are we running or are we fighting?
Do you ask that out loud?
That's up to you. Whoever's acting needs to decide.
All right. Well, who's
Okay.
acting next?
I did whisper something to
Well, you did
to
say to
Zell,
Malik
but
to
then I
flank.
changed. But
All right, you did say
Malik,
it
then
would
I
have
changed
been
my
Mal.
plan. Right, and I changed my plan along the way. So I could understand why he'd be confused.
Right, because now there's a third one.
Yes.
So that's a lot more.
So I'm kind of leaving it to you to decide.
That is
gosh, part of me-
50% more giant.
Yes, it's 50% more giant than just two. All right. So I'm going to hold up then. I'm going to continue to hide until I feel one way or the other we're committing. So that's what I'm going to do. Continue to hide.
Okay. And then Iden moves and stealths, and then what's Zelbor doing?
I am looking at my spell sheet really quickly to see something.
You have giant killer prepared?
Yes, but I only have it at a certain range. Okay, so that's... So if I do that, I'd have to be... Damn it, there's no good spot for me to do this and hit all of them.
Hey, John, go ahead.
No, go ahead and ask. I'm going to take one more look at something.
I was going to say, John, from the look we can get of these things, now I guess two of them came right out from underwater.
One of them came out from underwater. The other one
Yeah.
came from across the way.
Do any of them show signs of like blood on their face or hands or anything? Like where we could say, yeah, we caught you red-handed type thing. We could tell you guys are the guys that murdered the other people, or is it not? Is it hard to tell?
One looks like it has blood all over its face. That'd be the first one.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, he's guilty
Okay.
as far as I'm concerned.
So I've got this lined up. I'm going to just wait and see what the others do, but I'm preparing if they attack
lightning
to
bolt.
lightning bolt.
Got it. Okay. Hawk, you realize your folly kind of, again, more folly for Hawk. You hear a loud thud, and you kind of look around the tree line and look up the path that follows the stream north, and you see a fourth giant
Oh.
about 50 feet away from you, maybe 75 feet away from you. And it looks like he is stomping his bare foot on the posts and shoving them into the ground. It looks like he's just doing it idly for fun.
Maybe these
Vandalism.
guys are just road workers.
Yeah, right. They're vandals. Man. Wait till the Parks Department hears about this.
I'm just waiting for the fifth giant to be
Oh,
around, just like
sorry.
launching the sun chair.
One last thing. It also looks like in one hand he's idly holding what looks to be a tree branch or like very large part of a tree. And his other hand he's dragging behind him what looks to be a corpse of a horse.
Oh, great.
All right, there's no doubt now, but these are the guys.
Well, we found the horses.
Possibly a mule, you're not sure.
Holy crap! This is a serious encounter.
Well, John does like to try to kill us.
Well, how about all right. Are you I'm still going to wait to see what you guys do because I don't want to be the one who who decides this battle one way or the other.
We're waiting for our fearless leader. And
that?
That's you, Hawk.
Yeah, but
I'm not
it's not my turn to
fearless.
act. I'm not fearless. First of all. And second of all, I tried to do something. It just didn't go very well. We need to act.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
All right.
So is it possible for me to motion to the others that I see one to the north? Like, don't come this way?
Certainly.
Like, go
Yep.
back?
Is that what you're going to do? Just that and what? What else?
Well, that's it. I mean, I've taken my...
No, we're cycling back around to a full new one.
Oh, okay. What's here?
Rubble, and it looks like it kind of moves into tree line that's kind of densely packed.
And so we can possibly go back the way we came up the road?
Yeah, it's absolutely the case. If you wanted to retreat, you could try and retreat back that way.
Yeah, I think that retreat is probably the best course of action. So I'm going to take the dash action, and I could make it to the tree line over here.
Yeah. Still technically on the path. Yeah. Okay. You would notice that they notice.
Yep.
No.
They noticed.
Well, they already noticed they already knew where I was. I mean, at least one of them did.
Yep. Anybody else?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him
Doing
when it's my turn. Yeah.
Any reactions? Any?
Follow.
He said
Crazy.
any reactions?
I've got a question. I know that they've noticed. Are they seemingly doing it, or do they look like they're going to be aggressive towards us?
You'd be the one that would be able to see the best. It looks like the one that's directly in front of you with the blood all over its face is grabbing a boulder. Looks like the other two are kind of trying to move towards the shore more quickly as they see it.
Lightning bolt. I'm going for it.
Yeah, go for it. Can
All
we
right.
see him with the boulder or no? From where we are?
No, because he's down. He's
Yep.
crouching down behind the 5 feet.
Yeah, lightning bolt. Just shooting out at them.
All right.
That's a nice
So-
line.
Dude, that's pretty good. That's an average. No, it's better than
What's
average.
maximum damage for your lightning? Figure that out
Max-
for me.
Sure. It's what?
6
I
times
think
8
it's
is 48.
8d6. Yeah, 48.
48.
All right. So
Wow.
it would seem that the one in front kind of ducks down nimbly, quite lucky actually, and you scorch the hairs on his back, and he kind of looks up at you in anger. But the other two
Hello.
seem to take the shot dead on, and the water kind of like spasms and like cackles with lightning across its surface, and they kind of just as lightning kind of fills their bodies. You said 48 was max?
48 was max, yes.
Okay.
Sweet.
Nice job. Now take your
Yeah, I
take your
figured-
action
I
and get the hell out of
Figured
there.
the water would be useful. Yeah, and I'm going to use my movement to back up 30
Okay.
feet towards everyone else. Yeah.
All right.
So yeah.
And Aiden's going to remain hidden.
Oh,
But
Aiden.
of course he is.
How do we know?
All right. Initiative.
All right. Good job, Zell. I couldn't have done it better myself.
I like lightning. It's fun.
Who doesn't? What is that? Is that one of the giants? Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
a giant.
gosh, one of the giants rolled a 1, one of them rolled a 2.
That is so great. They're very dexterous.
They
Yeah.
are going mostly after all of us. That's except for I think Hawk.
Yeah, unfortunately. So one of them, the one that's closest, but he can't reach me except with a boulder.
And
Oh,
one of
there's
them's
that
going before
fourth
me.
one. Oh boy.
So you hear the one that didn't get electrocuted and shocked yell out something in giant. And you kind of look at him like, oh shit. and then you hear thud, 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 and this is during that last initiative. Them
I
reacting to
think
seeing
they're
you.
angry with us.
The one that was smashing posts is now visible coming around the tree line, and it looks like he's pulling away the branches, kind of breaching around, looking down the road, and he sees you all. Brr, Mel.
All right, guys, I'm gonna do the old give you guys a chance to get away. So I'm gonna look over at Hawk real quick, and I'm gonna say, "Run! I've got this." And you see me run right down here, really fast, jump into the air when I get to the ledge, transform into a half fish person if I can. I don't know if I can
As
do
your
that.
action, yeah.
And then
Holy crap.
and then push into that guy just to kind of maybe try to knock him back, the giant that's close, and then get into the water. And I'm hoping that this water is not crystal clear and I can go to the bottom and they won't be able to see where I am.
So as you're about to jump, you see that the water is pretty much crystal clear.
Son of a bitch!
Except for like in the middle portion. Which
Okay,
would be a bit of swimming. So here's the thing: like you can move 35 or 30 feet as your move.
Oh, you're right.
You can take the dash action to jump
move
into
again.
the water if you want to rush and jump in, but you will not be able to use your trackless ability to turn your lower half into fish parts.
Not until next turn. All right, I'll do that then.
Correct.
I'm gonna do the get into the water push. Can I like push this guy or
You'll be
not?
jumping at him, and that's fine. But you're not, again, because you're not taking an action to full on do it. You're dashing into him.
Okay.
You're basically just kind of rushing underneath him.
All right, fine. So where will I be then? Right about here, maybe?
Yeah, it's fine. Or you can be on his square if you want, like underneath him.
I'm in
or
his
you can
belly,
be-
guys.
Yeah, you're basically like you jumped into him, hit his chest, belly, and then ducked underneath him and started like getting into the water, the lower, the couple of feet of water that you're in right now, going for the deeper part. Okay.
Yep. Let's rock, guys.
This one will.
Why did you do that?
Why? Because I figured when there's one up the top, if you could handle that guy, I could at least keep these couple guys busy.
Can you?
I don't know. We'll find out.
He goes.
Well,
Oh, and he throws a rock.
Okay.
throw it at Aiden. At Aiden.
And you can't see Aiden, so he's at disadvantage. So.
Spain.
I shouldn't have come back over this close to you.
It kind of looks like he's going for the brighter of the two targets, the one in armor.
No,
So not
Zelbor's
me.
brighter than Hawk.
Is that true?
Brighter as in
No,
intelligence-wise.
No, color-wise.
I am not wearing more or like shinier armor than him. I'm wearing
Rock goes
leather
it in.
armor.
All right, so 26 hits.
It does.
You're taking 20 points of damage.
Okay.
Ooh, 20 points.
Oh, Chuck's rock. Thud. Zell.
Okay.
So you know that another lightning bolt might do a bit of work on those two in the water. However, now Mel is currently in the water.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to do something that might be interesting. I have to figure out distance of where I am compared to them. So he's 60 feet, he's 55, and the range on this is... Okay, even though that it's right on the edge of it, is that still technically within 60 feet if I want to cast a spell on this guy? Okay, in that case, I'm going to do this.
Is it a wisdom saving throw or is it con?
I believe this is wisdom. Let me just... Yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw. And my DC is 16.
Yeah. All right. What's he turning into?
I am turning him into a weasel. Because these are weaselly little guys right now.
If that works, that's awesome.
I love spellcasting.
Should already be referenced on the map now.
Yeah, it is. And then I'm just going to look at look at Hawkins.
Nice.
Like, we're not leaving Malik, right?
Nope.
All right, in that case, I'm going to use my movement to go behind this rock for the time being. just so
All
I'm.
right.
How long
A
is
bit
he
out of
changed
sight.
into a weasel?
He is changed for about an hour, so long as I can maintain concentration. So basically, don't let
hide,
them hit
baby.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let them hit me, and I can keep him that way for a long time. Oh, also, don't hit him.
Don't hit him. Hmm.
Don't hit him, because if he goes back down to 0 hit points, he reverts back to a giant.
You mean if the weasel goes down to 0 hit points?
Yeah, if the weasel goes down to
Right.
0 hit points, he reverts back to a giant. So don't hit the weasel.
Pop
Pop
goes
the
the weasel.
does not go.
Okay.
Uh,
So the one that looks clever, it has a fish kind of swimming underneath it, and it kind of looks out to the others. Then it looks back down, and it's going to reach down and just grab Mel.
it's gonna try.
Make an athletics or acrobatics check, your choice.
I think I have. Let me see. I think I have like
Go
strong
with
athlete or
whichever
something
one's
like
better.
that. But I gotta make sure. I want to see what that does. Do you know what I'm talking about? I have.
No.
You don't know what I'm talking about, but here it is. Athlete feat. When you are prone, standing up only uses 5 feet of your movement. Well, that doesn't help me. Climbing
Nope.
doesn't half your speed, and you can make a running long jump, a running high jump, or move
From stationary.
only 5 feet. Okay. So it's not really going to help me in this instance. So I can use either strength or athletics.
Athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, I'll use athletics, and I'm gonna hopefully. Oh wait, my
Ooh,
So
second
he
one
reaches
was
down
Nice.
into the water, and his hand kind of slams into the dirt near you as you kind of wrangle yourself away from him. But it looks like he was trying to grab you up.
I'm
and
in my
then,
element, dude.
He's done. It'll go to Hawk.
Hawk is going to. So they're in the water, right? Basically, I would have to get into the
Yeah.
water.
Or you can attack this one from the ledge here.
No, right, but I only get one attack, right?
Well, if you can get to this square, you can attack him, multi-attack all you want.
If I can get to this square.
Oh, this one.
Adjacent to him. You're attacking him from the ledge. So you're hitting him at the top portion instead of his feet.
Right. Yeah, I'm just thinking.
It's amazing. These guys are actually huge, not large.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to fire arrow at this one, at the one that's closest to Zell.
Okay.
Wait, to Zell or to Mel? Well, I guess technically they're
To
both.
Mel, sorry, Mel.
Technically, it's both the same one.
And then I'm going to take some...
Pretty sure that hits, but my
Yeah.
computer's being stupid.
And then I'm going to take some movement.
What you need is some sort of giant slaying arrow.
Yeah, really?
About 3 of them. And a weasel slaying arrow.
Don't slay the weasel.
If you had
All right.
a weasel slaying arrow, you could.
Aiden is going to.
But then he'd be a giant again. This is how magic works.
Move over
Yes.
to the weasel. And he looks at you.
I'm shaking
looks at
my
the
head
weasel.
no. I'm shaking my
And he
head
kinda-
no.
He knows.
He says,
He was going to make him his pet.
okay. And he kind of shrugs. And he will bonus action. Actually, he's going to move here. He will bonus action help Hawk.
By like distracting the guy.
Basically, if Hawk is going to make an attack, he has advantage on it.
Sweet. Go up there and multi-attack it. Well, actually, you don't want to do that if there's too many giants up there. I can understand that. We want
He
to
kind of gets back onto shore, like in the shallows, and he's going to reach down and attempt to grab this annoying blue-skinned one.
If Malik gets caught, this is going to hurt. All right, you want me to roll it? Athletics?
Yeah,
Or
athletics.
Can I use that same roll from last time?
No.
I had to ask. That's not so good. Hey, does anybody have inspiration?
Nope.
Nope, me neither.
No.
All right. So he's going to reach down, pick you up.
That's all right.
He
I got
has
an
you in his
idea.
grasp now, and he kind of lifts you up and holds you out over his head. So you are
Perfect.
basically elevated from a height of sea level to about 30 feet above the
But he's
ground.
got to be slippery,
You're
right?
Oh
he
wait,
sure
I don't want to.
is.
I'm not
but-
sure if I want him to drop me unless I land in the water.
It would seem that you're going to, if he drops you, land on the ledge.
That's what
And
I'm thinking.
You're kind of inciting that he probably means to thwack you against the cliff edge, like someone trying to break open like a coconut or something.
Yeah. Huh.
All right, this other one.
Oh man, we got them all three here in a line. Well, they're going to be.
Pulls himself out of the water and kind of stands there stupidly. Looks like he actually had to kind of swim a bit to get to the shore and dash to do it. So he's tuckered out. Poor fella.
Oh,
Poor guy.
I
I
bet.
feel so bad for
All right.
him.
Mel, you are currently in its grasp. If you wish to remove yourself from its grasp, you would have to make an athletics check
Okay.
or an acrobatics check. If you
Okay.
want to flee its grasp and then land on top of it, I would allow that.
Oh, on top
Item.
of the. Okay,
Item.
this is
On
what
top
I
of the
would.
giant,
Yeah,
or
I
you
see
can
what you're
land
saying.
on the ledge. Your choices are varied.
Well, I think what I would like to do, and tell me if this is going to work, because I don't know. Nobody's there. We're just imagining this. Would I be able to use my action metamorphosis and kind of like slip out of his hands because I'm changing my shape and everything?
You're still going to, as a part of your movement, require either an acrobatics or an athletics check to break his grapple. Gaining a fishtail is
let's do
not
it.
going to make you, yeah.
I'm
Okay,
going to
so you gain
fishtail
fishtail.
this. I'm going to fishtail this and then athletics.
All right, roll it.
Come on, guys. Not so good. It's not bad though. It's not horrible.
It's better than mine. So you basically are wanting to soaps out of his hands and fly into the river itself.
Yeah,
Or
I'll show you
stream.
where. I'll show you where I'd like to go if I can. I mean, it's
Behind
not.
him?
It's not like real far away. Yeah, just like
Yeah, that's fine.
maybe. Oh yeah, behind him. Can I go right there?
Yeah.
Like flip
Yeah.
out into the water.
So-
All right.
Basically, he's got a hold of you by your legs, and then your legs turn into a fish body, and he squeezes against it, and it kind of slips right out of his hands, like
Bloop.
squeezing too hard on the soap. And he flies right in. You fly right into the water and dive perfectly fine.
Sweet.
Wait, if
Now,
he dies perfectly
That would be
fine?
that would be your movement, is the falling into the water and not dying horribly.
yeah, and my action was the
Turn into a fish.
turning. So next time, guys, I have like some mobility in this water. If I can at least not get killed for one round. So that's
All right.
that's my mission.
The weasel kind of starts moving around angrily. All right, Zell.
Perfectly fine with that. All right, I am going to take out my wand of magic missile. I believe I should have full charges on it right now. I just want to move out enough to basically see them. And I kind of want to... I'm going to use... Hold on a second. Let me just double check how the wand works. 7 charges. Charges to cast the magic missile spell. Okay, so I cast it at a first level version, which I believe is 3 darts. Right?
That's right.
And I want to use an extra charge.
To make it a second
to-
level.
Well, it doesn't make it a second level, it just adds an extra dart.
It effectively makes it second level.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, so I want to spend 2 charges, use 4 of them, and 2 on this guy, 2 on this guy.
Pro tip for magic users, just going to give it to you now, and hopefully you remember it in the future. Magic missile doesn't have to be all at once and you choose who it goes to first. It can literally be boink, 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 boink. So if you want to go 1, 1, 1, 1 against the same one until it falls, or if you want to go 1, or break it up however you want. But typically,
Well,
if
yeah,
I'm shooting something with magic missile, I go you, and then you're not dead yet. You again, you again. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I got you. I want to mostly try to distract them, and I figure they've got more health.
Oh,
But
okay.
anyway, yeah, I'm trying to, distract them. Oh, wait,
Sure.
that's the wrong thing. I've got the spell
Just-
in here too somewhere.
That's fine. Just roll 4d4, and
Right, 4d4.
2 against the middle one, 1 against the other 2. So first one will be the first two will be against the middle one.
Yeah.
All right, and then
Okay, so 5 against that guy and 7 against that guy.
oh, so you're not hitting the one over the other side? Okay.
No, I'm not hitting.
They're plus one, so it's actually 7 against the first one and 9 against the second one.
Okay,
Each dart has +1 to it.
gotcha.
Okay.
What do they look like? Do they look like they're hurting?
No,
And then I'm going to move back into cover.
the one who just grabbed Mel and kind of dropped him has his hands up in the air. They're like, oh, and the bolts come flying at him. They both hit him square, like right under the nose, and blood starts to rush out of his nose and kind of like seep from the top of his mouth.
Nice.
So I've damaged them.
He
Plus
appears bloodied.
You electrocuted him.
Also, I am going to take a moment, and I am going to how far away? 60 feet. Malik is out of the way. I am just going to, oh great hawk, kill them all, make them die and suffer. And I'm bardic inspiring hawk.
Okay. The
To a sweet
one
little
that
tune.
is standing next to the one that just got punched in the face says something in giant, and the other one says something in giant, but sounds like it's like a curse or angry, and he points with his finger straight at you, Zell. And the one that wasn't hit in the face goes, oh, and then he starts moving.
Ah.
Protect me.
All right.
Ooh, they're right up there.
As he's moving, he seems to kind of snatch this this tree right out of the ground, just as easy as someone would pick up, a sword, and he swings it wide straight in at you.
Clarify who you is.
Zell,
Me.
Zell.
the noisy,
What?
bright, flashy caster one.
Dodge.
Yeah. What
Swing
am I
number
going to
1
dodge with?
will hit. Swing number
Okay.
2 will
Just to
miss.
say, on swing
Go
number
ahead.
1, I am going to
Tiefling back at him.
hellish
Yeah.
rebuke at him. Because I can do that once. No, don't you dare, Malik. Don't
Well,
you
when he
dare.
hits you,
You want to be in the water, don't you?
I've got him. I've
I know.
got Azelle. You take care of yourself.
I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do it because
Don't do anything.
I would
When
just
he-
have a fin if I went up on land now.
when he hits you, he does 18 points of damage, and then he will take the 9.
Ah.
But he swings in once, and then he the fire kind of traces up the trunk and like lashes into his body, and he grunts and swings back again. This one being a bit more instinctual than like trained as the first one, and it goes wide over your head.
Right.
It looks like if he wasn't distracted, he might have hit you dead on. And yep.
And I think I would succeed because it would be half of the attack.
Or 10.
Or 10. And I get advantage because I'm a warcaster.
Fucking shit.
So
All right.
I succeed on my saving throw.
Damn it. All right.
Warcaster, bitch.
God damn it! You wanted that.
I really did.
Nice.
I would have killed Zach. It would have been great. Hawk, you have advantage, inspiration, and a giant in front of you.
Yeah. So Hawk is gonna move beside Zell. So I have.
He's going to kill the weasel.
I have advantage. Is there such thing as double advantage? Oh, actually, I know this. There's this. So
Well, you have advantage and you have a D8
so
inspiration.
he has
die.
he has disadvantage on his attack roll, right?
What are you talking about?
For protection,
Oh.
John.
You have to use your reaction, though, to do that.
So is that a problem, or I don't?
Sorry, I'm busy
Dealing with a drunk,
slutty wife.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
you doing?
yeah. Hello. Thank you for letting us play D&D with your husband.
No, I
Yeah,
wouldn't want her anyways right now. She's a damn mess. She's got mustard sauce all over her shirt.
Oh, that sounds
Mustard
delicious.
Gross.
I love mustard.
It was
Yeah.
mustard chicken. It was really good. Anywho,
Ooh,
I was
that
killing
sounds
someone, wasn't I?
Original
So no,
recipe.
just I put I get the protection benefit, and so that imposes disadvantage on the giants. Correct? I am beside Zell, an ally.
Right, correct.
Okay,
That's only-
super.
That's
And-
only when he attacks you, though.
Right.
Or
Right,
he-
exactly. When he
right.
attacked, that's all I care about at the moment.
Okay.
Right,
So, and then I have advantage on my attack.
correct.
So I'm going to swing into it.
Give it.
How many attacks do you have at this point? Is it still just one?
I have 2. So I'm going to, and then
Okay.
what
Hit.
happens? Hello.
I'm still
Hit.
here. Hit. Sweet.
So so is it still standing?
Oh yeah.
Okay, again.
You just miss.
Hit. It's two for 2.
How's he
I'm
looking?
going to. Yeah, how's it looking?
He's bloodied now.
I'm going to use action surge, and so I get 1. Is it 2 extra attacks?
You get an attack action, so you get a new action, which
So
means
that
you'll get
gives me 2
more
extra
attacks.
attacks. Yeah, so we're going to try to finish this guy. 26.
Hit.
Oh gosh.
And then
Wait,
again,
why do you have advantage against me?
because
That
the
only is
bardic
for-
ins-
Oh, right,
Oh,
right.
Bardic Inspiration.
You're going
Help.
to use the Bardic?
Yeah, help.
All right.
I got the help from Aiden. You gave it to
that
me.
too. Yeah, that's right.
So that's a heck of a lot of damage.
Yeah, you slashed the shit
Yep.
out of him.
He ain't dead.
Could I quaff a healing potion as a bonus action?
Yeah, you have a bonus action. That's fine.
But to cure the damage from when you got hit by a boulder?
Yeah, just that.
Okay.
What? What happened?
2d4.
I didn't actually roll it.
Right. Aiden will go.
These things are tough.
Yeah.
They're giants.
I burned my action surge, so I don't have a lot of whole else.
Aiden kind of just kneels down, kind of like sits down comfortably, kind of sets himself in like the lotus position, whips his crossbow off of his back, and kind of settles it nicely on his knee, looks at this big old giant, scopes it out, fires his bow.
He better actually do something.
Ninja
Hits.
him. Sweet. Look at that
Nice.
shot. He has a magic
Oh,
weapon.
Whoa.
and
And
sneak attack
as he-
damage.
He just plops on the ground, sets it up on his knee, kind of looks down the sight there. He's kind of looking at it, and Hawk's like, "Effort, effort, effort!" And Aiden just like, "Yeah," pulls the trigger. Bolt flies off right into the giant's eye. Its other eye rolls into the back of its head, and it just flops.
Oh,
Yeah.
Aiden.
That's why I'm playing a rogue in the other.
Sneak
Thank you,
attack.
Aiden.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's awesome. Yeah,
I'll
but you
make
did a lot of
song
damage
sometime.
too.
Roll a d20.
Who?
Whoever.
See if he lands on top of you when he dies. That's not good.
See which direction he falls. Yeah.
I think he falls back, doesn't he, or to the side. Sweet.
Oh, thank goodness. He smelled terrible. And his dress garb was just atrocious.
I think he's wearing a
Alright.
kilt, though.
So who was number 2?
Don't
Was
think it would fit.
This one's going to reach down and try and grab the fish man.
Damn, he would just keep wanting to grab me, you know?
Roll athletics or
Well,
acrobatics.
dude, you're just so attractive.
I know. It's like everybody wants a pet fish. All right, let's
Yeah.
see. I am going to roll athletics and try to bat his hand away with my webbed fingers. Hey, I might do it.
Okay, so typically how we play the athletics game is the attacker is trying to meet or exceed the roll of the defender. 19 would be your roll. 19 would is my roll. So I, as the attacker, attain yours. So I'm going to snatch you up.
Son of a bitch.
And he's going to quickly kind of crawl out away from the water over to here. And
son of a bitch, they're getting smarter.
he's holding you, and he just sets you down. He's not going to deal damage to you. He's going to set you down on the ground there, so you're flopping around.
Oh, thank you. He set me down though.
It looks like he's reaching over to grab the tree next to him.
Okay. Oh well, good thing I go pretty soon. Maybe not soon enough. I think the other one goes.
Oh, and this one seems to have brought a boulder with him as he kind of ran up the shore. He doesn't even seem to notice Aiden, and he just kind of like throws the stone straight down the road. Hawk, make a dexterity saving throw for flavor.
He's trying to hit me, isn't he?
All right, so it's going to careen right into Hawk. 21. No?
No.
I don't know.
21. Yeah, 21 dexterity save was Hawks.
No, 21 AC versus Hawk.
Misses.
Yeah. You raise your shield up and actually catch the rock and like duck down, so it actually like rockets off of your body off into the distance on the road behind you.
Okay, can I get inspiration from that?
the giant's actually looking at you like slack-jawed, just
moment of badassery.
no.
All right. Well, I can't see that I have a lot of choices here.
Can't you transform back?
I can, but it's an action. I might just attack him the way I am, and but let him attack me.
So you're prone.
If I'm prone, he has
spikes.
advantage, though, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my
And you
action.
have disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm going to use my action to transform back into a two-legged humanoid.
Okay. You can use your move action to stand up from prone.
Actually, it only takes 5 feet of my movement, though.
Well, yeah, because athlete, you kept up.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I keep up. Now I can actually move, right? But if I move out of its zone, it's going to
It'll
attack
attack.
me.
Yep, and it does have a tree.
I thought I was getting a tree, but it didn't have it yet.
It effectively got the tree.
And it got the tree. All right. Well, I will move over. Wait, sorry.
Stay within range of it.
Under its
I'm gonna-
legs.
I'm going to stay within range of it, but yeah, maybe I'll move under its. Not really under its legs. Unless I guess if I can, I will.
No,
I'll
that's
move
fine.
over to here.
For flavor, you kind of just like skip up and then like duck your like lower or top portion down and kind of just like shoulder roll underneath him, like turning around behind him on the other side. And he kind of like looks down and then continues looking down until he's looking between his legs at you.
Sweet.
All right. You hear a loud as he does so.
Oh no.
This weasel's confused. It's now just kind of standing there. Doesn't know what's happening.
I'm fine with that. Okay, I'm going to move down to here.
Okay, so moving over the body, it's difficult terrain.
Is it difficult terrain? Okay, hold on a second then. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, this tree isn't really here anymore.
No,
So
that
that's-
one's there. The one to its left isn't.
Oh, I thought he tore this one up, but this guy
This
that just
little
got
one.
killed.
No, they can't pick up the green ones. Those are too big.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. He must have picked up one of these other ones, like
Yeah.
this one or
like
something.
those are like 10-foot high, like little trees
Okay.
that are kind of just like loosely in the ground, kind of just above the stone layer. Those green ones are actually like rooted deep inside of the earth.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to move to here, and this
Okay.
might be extremely stupid since I'm really close to one of them now.
Yeah.
But still, I'm moving there, and
I got you.
you guessed it.
Okay.
Lightning bolt.
So again,
Lightning bolt.
for fluff's sake, this one's kind of ducked down and like kind of in a weird position. So the lightning bolt will hit them, but just because of his weird positioning and he's kind of turned like half folded facing Mel, I'm just gonna give him a +1 to his dexterity saving throw.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. And I'm
Okay.
purposely trying to avoid the weasel.
For sure.
I've got a line,
I see it.
yeah, right through them, not hitting the weasel.
Okay. So he surprisingly succeeds,
Uh,
and the other one does not. So 18.
18. Not one of my better lightning rolls. There's 4 ones in there. So.
All right. So what happens is you hit the one like on the scruff of its neck and its back as it's tucked over, but it causes it to fall on its shoulder and kind of spin around in this weird floppish roll until it's now standing upright in its square, with its kind of face and chest kind of facing off against the stream, and he's kind of looking at you and the fishman confused. And then the other one just takes the shot straight onto the chest, and both of them are now bloodied.
Okay, and then I am also just going to Malik, please don't let me down. If I die here, you'll never hear my wonderful songs again.
All right. Sure.
And give inspiration to Malik.
I'm going to be inspired. Sweet.
Yeah, you have 1d8 inspiration die from me.
All right.
Dead.
They'll make a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh. They're casting spells. No.
All right. So you kind of hear this loud, and the hill giant behind you starts just like rocket excreting shit out of its back end. It kind of like trails off near you and kind of splatters.
I surrender.
Area. It's massively disgusting.
You mean the dead one?
Yeah, the one behind you. Just
that crap.
That's unnecessary flavor.
Oh my god. Hill giants have to be disgusting, or they're just not any fun.
Right.
Malik, we're washing my clothes after this.
You should have grabbed the kilt.
Hawk.
So, question: would Hawk know whether Aiden is still hidden from the giant directly in front of him?
He's not hidden. He's just sitting there. The giant was coming around. It didn't know Aiden was there in the first place and had a goal in mind, but now it's kind of looking down at Aiden confused. Aiden kind of looks at you with a smile and kind of gives you one of these, like, you know.
One of what?
You can't see me on the camera, but he kind of fingers you over.
Okay, yeah, so that's what I want to know. Okay. I want to be able to help him with his sneak attack, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then I will attack this guy.
Go ham. Hit and
ooh, I think that still hits, right? Yeah.
You're trying to hit the broadside of the barn right now.
Hold on a second. I just want to I get to re-roll. No.
Did you ever use your inspiration?
I'm sure I did. I think I might have
damage.
used it.
I couldn't.
I can't put it on damage. No. Okay, never mind then.
No, well, you can't put it on damage.
Oh,
Okay.
Right. Okay.
I
It's
cannot
just
put it
for
on damage.
2 hit.
Got it.
Okay, so you
Or
come
to
in
do a skill.
//. Aiden smiles at you and kind of gives you a nod, like a Zach would do, and then he's just going to stay prone and he's going to disengage as a bonus action. He literally is just lifting his like lower portion because he's sitting lotus position up over his head and kind of roll back and squat back, like sit right back in the same position. He lifts his crossbow up and lazily just kind of looks at the giant.
What an asshole.
He's going to take a shot.
Oh, nice.
He literally shoots it in its mouth and it just rips out of the back of its head.
Man, he's an assassin now.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Roll a d20.
Yeah, I saw this one coming.
Don't let Zach know, but Aiden is my dream character. He's really cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You know what? Yeah, you're playing him like that guy from Attack on Titan.
Oh, thank goodness.
Falls off to the side.
Doesn't hit the weasel.
Sweet.
That would be so annoying if one of them just fell over, hit the weasel, and suddenly we had to kill the other one.
All right.
Yeah.
For flavor, like immediately after doing that, Aiden pulls out another bolt, licks the feather line, and then sets the bolt into his crossbow, loading it again. The giants kind of look in that direction as the giant falls and hits the ground. The remaining giant, rather, looks over in that direction, and then looks at the fact that there are no giants besides him. He is going to look down at the fish, look over at the red guy, and he is just going to take the dash action. Both of you may
I'm going to
take
attack him.
opportunity action or opportunity attack.
I have a question for you. I guess I can't smite him in an opportunity attack, can I?
Smite can be done. That's fine, but you can't cast a smite.
Oh, well then no, for smite, yeah, I can't cast a smite, but I could like add my smite.
Regular
smite damage
divine
to it.
smite, right? Because there are spells called smite that are effectively like smite, but yeah, you can just smite.
I'm gonna smite him by adding like a level 3 spell though.
So then
That's a 4d8. Because it's a 2d8 for one, and then
that's right.
4d8. All right.
So roll 48.
I got to get a d8, and then oh shit, that's only one of them. All right.
Just keep clicking it.
1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, they're going up. Oh my gosh! What are the chances of that? That's horrible damage, but oh well.
Cool.
I jam my trident. Oh, also okay. I just jam my trident in him and divine smite him.
Okay. For flavor purposes, if you want to ride along with him, you may.
Ooh, I'm gonna ride along with him then.
All right. You stab him in his hip, and your trident lances lances into his flesh. You feel like it's stick. You can see this nasty kind of pus-colored like fluid kind of erupting out of him, which you assume is fat or bile, and you are attached to him. For all intents and purposes, you are technically grappled by him.
Okay, right. And I have also got an opportunity attack.
Take it.
Do it.
Okay, I'm going to use my Warcaster feat, and I'm just going to say, "That's right, you'd better run and never come back again."
You're gonna make him roll. Oh my god. So wisdom. Yeah, he failed. So his next attack has disadvantage. Woo-hoo.
Sweet, I'm going with him till he's dead, guys. I'm gonna follow him.
So that was his first move. I said he was dashing. So he's now he's now in the water, and so are you.
Yeah.
About 10 feet off screen.
Oh, 10 feet off screen.
Right.
Oh, okay. We'll pretend like we're 10
feet. You're up, and you're kind of like, lanced to him, kind of like you've got your trident. You could totally remove it and easily stab him in the back of his head if you'd like.
I'm totally going to do that. And actually, I'm going to get 2 attacks, right? So, and I have inspiration, so if I need to use it, I will. Or, I mean, I got to roll a d8, though, if I need to. We'll see.
Yeah. That'll hit.
9 damage doesn't kill him, does it?
You stab him kind of in the head. You can feel it kind of like lanced into the back fat, like the neck area, but it doesn't seem to kill him. It definitely gets his attention, and he looks scared as you do it. And then your next attack hits, and you lance him right in the back of the skull. And he just kind of sinks his head into the water, and you can see the other portions of his body kind of floating up, back up onto the surface.
All right, I want to get away from him before he starts shitting himself.
Well, yeah, you'll be on a big island of hill giant in the water. All right.
All right, sweet. He doesn't happen to have like a belt pouch or anything full of gold and magical items.
Oddly enough, none of these individuals seems to have any kind of like equipment or gear. It looks like they were completely naked.
That's weird.
Other than like their loin coverings.
All right, I'm washing my clothes off.
All right, they do eventually all, except for the weasel, erupt into shit. Like obviously because they're gross. But what are you doing with the weasel?
Could we bury him?
You could literally do 1 point of damage and kill the weasel.
Oh, really? But then he'll come back to be a giant, right?
Then he'll be a giant.
Okay, so if you kill the weasel, he just pops back. Okay.
Yeah, so, if we kill the weasel, he pops back to a giant, which is why I didn't want that to happen.
What if he's buried or something?
You could put him in a little wooden box if you have one and just sail him off on the river.
Oh, that would be nice.
Wait.
For nobody downstream.
Can we get one of the Can we get one of the branches off of the tree, like cut it off and put him on the branch in the water?
Yeah, or the posts, whichever. You have plenty of floatable
Yeah,
devices.
let's just take one of the posts and put him on a post and put him in the middle of the water.
Absolutely fine.
The weasel is going to go for.
What would happen if we put him in my backpack?
Eventually your backpack would rip in like an
No,
hour.
it's a bag of holding.
Eventually
he'd
he would
pop out eventually.
suffocate, and then he would turn back into a giant and rip out of your bag.
And
he would rip out of the bag?
Yeah, because you
there's
put him
not
in
enough
with the
room.
space for that item,
Okay.
and he would turn into something that weighs way more than you could carry in that bag.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a problem. Gosh, guys, I can't believe we actually defeated these guys. It worked.
You helped a lot, Zell, with that weasel. That was real, and the lightning
And
bolt.
the lightning
Pretty
bolts.
awesome. Pretty awesome.
I'll be completely honest, you guys. I don't know why you were
so
afraid.
much.
Just
I
skill
love
giants.
polymorphs so
Because there were
You're level 8.
hundreds of HP.
Yeah.
You're level
but-
8.
Yeah.
We're level 9. We're level 9.
You're level 9.
Yeah.
All right, what do you do after that? Again, from what you recall, there was still blood that trailed out that way. The one that was a weasel and laying next to it is a tree and a horse. The horse looks like it has saddling and kind of like a rider's gear.
Let's try to see if we can see what it was, like if it has some sort of identification or anything in the saddlebags.
Let's check the horse for his ID.
No, you know
Anybody
what I
have-
mean.
Anybody have animal handling? We could maybe tame the horse.
Horses have no. It's a dead horse.
Oh, it's
right?
dead. It's dead.
Oh, it's dead. It's
Yeah,
dead.
it's a
Okay.
dead horse.
But they have
Yeah,
markings on them, by Smiths.
let's
like
take a
they're-
look at the. Let's take a look at the
Shoes.
saddlebag.
Okay, you go over and check out the saddlebag and such. It definitely looks like a foreign style. It doesn't look like anything regionally significant. This looks like it might be roll a history check if you want.
No, wait a second. That is not history. There we go. That is history.
Okay, so you would recognize it as Vendarin, which are the people from the far north province in this world.
Huh.
Is
I
it?
think this is Vendarin.
Is it usual for them to come down here?
Not
They're
so
from the
much.
far north.
Like really far north.
I had a question for you, John. Did we get an idea when we saw these giants coming out of the water, like where they were coming from? Is
So-
like across the other side from somewhere?
One came
or
from
what?
across the other side. One was actually in the water. One was on this side already, and one came from the road to the north.
So there's no. Is there a chance that there's something underwater there?
No.
Like he'd be coming from? You know what I mean? Like what the hell is he popping up out of the water for? I guess he was just in the water and it
I
was
think
deep.
he was
at
just
that.
taking a bath.
Insight wise, yeah, he was probably just in the
Yeah.
water for swimming sake.
Okay. All right, guys. Should we go where the guy walking on the road was coming from? See what was back
Well,
that way.
Is there anything in the saddlebag?
So inside of the saddlebag, you would find pretty much just traveling gear, pack rations, 10 of them. You would find what looked like 3 unlit torches, and you would find a scroll case that seems to be sealed with purple wax.
Oh, fun.
Okay.
So saddlebag. So 10 rations.
The seal or sigil that was used to seal the scroll case, it's not familiar.
Would a scroll case that had a sigil and that was sealed like that, is that some sort of like a governmental message or something, or is that more likely to be a spell scroll,
Not sure.
or a secret message from somebody? I don't know. So okay, so we should let Zell look at that. He's the intelligent one.
Yeah, I want to do I want to see if there's any sort of spell on it.
So just testing it, it doesn't appear that it's trapped or spell casted or anything like that. However, inside the cap, there does appear to be some sort of divination spell kind of contained within.
Ooh, divination. Now I'm interested.
Just based on what you're figuring that whatever the spell is triggers when the thing is opened.
Okay.
Oh. So we'll have to figure out how to open it. Maybe we can get somebody else to help you.
And you, of course, have the smart thought of, well, what if I open it from the other side? It would appear that the trigger isn't so much it being open from one side, it's just it being open.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of figured that was going to be the case.
Right.
Because why would you trap one side and not the other?
Right.
I'm just going to hold on to this for right now and think about that.
Perfect. All right. You guys then head north following the blood trail because it does still continue on quite a bit.
Yeah, we're going to do that. We want to find where it ends.
Okay. So up the road about 150 feet, you come to a point where it looks like it comes up to a stone stair, and there's a bit of like a babbling bit to the creek, like small waterfalls that kind of trickle down from a higher vantage point. Trees start to kind of, loom overhead. It looks like the stone stair kind of moves up to a tree line, like into a path that leads into the trees. But set against the rock, in a very just horrifying display, is a person just kind of smashed against the rock. On your first look, you immediately kind of assume that it might be someone you know, in that it looks like it's wearing the same outfit and attire that your Cardiff was wearing the day he teleported himself 100
Oh wow.
miles to the north.
No, not Cardiff.
So many dead Cardiffs in this game.
I
No.
immediately
Wait,
began to
is he-
cry.
Sorry, is he actually dead? I missed that.
It looks like he is like smashed against the rocks. Do you guys approach him or?
Yeah.
Before we
Yeah,
approach,
go
I'm just
ahead.
going to start off by just.
What are you doing?
I am doing this on Cardiff.
Okay, it seems to have an
Yes.
effect. And he kind of looks over his shoulder with like a bright smile on his face.
Oh my gosh, she's not dead.
And you kind of look at him like, wow, awesome. And then I'm
Guys.
assuming the other ones kind of move up to kind of like, hey, Cardiff.
I'm
Yeah.
amazing.
Okay. As you guys approach, you see coming down from the forest line, stepping down the steps, is a figure in a gray cloak. It appears to be a female, but it does not have red hair. She has blonde hair and a different face than you can recall. This one also, as she starts to approach, pushes the hood off of her head and allows her hair to kind of fluster out. And her face is probably the most gorgeous female human female you've ever seen in your entire life.
Hi, my name's Zelbor. This is my party of friends. They're not important.
So I say, hello, I'm Malik.
Shh. What did I
She-
say? Not important.
Nods her head and continues walking down towards Cardiff.
Hawk said, do you know our friend?
Yes,
How so?
he is the lawbreaker. He is the one who broke the Arch of Time. And she walks closer towards him.
When you say the Arch of Time, what exactly do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Roll Arcana check as you're asking the question.
In layman's terms.
So John, just out of character, you're saying that this was the place that Cardiff was teleported to when we were outside of that tavern, and that person
South a bit. It looks
Okay,
like he's
okay.
moved on since then.
Okay.
Do we see a bunch of guys with their pants down around their ankles?
Oh yeah.
No, that was a way south. And they probably got up and got away. But you've heard the term time arch before, but you're not sure exactly what she means. You also know that Cardiff is a chronomancer. And also you know that he's also a paradox. You've seen with several different copies of Cardiff that have kind of been all throughout. Very confusing to you guys. Absolutely. But this is the Cardiff you left off. This is the one that you first met.
Gotcha. So this is Cardiff, the original version.
Cardiff Prime.
Yeah.
She looks to Aiden and she gives him a scornful look. My sister gave you a boon and you squandered it. She looks to Hawk. Will you do the same?
Squander it?
If you were given a gift, if you were given a gift like your friend was, when my sister returned that halfling back to his mortal coil.
Oh, right. I remember that.
No, I don't, so out of character, help me out there.
Clackern died horribly because the assassins
Oh,
killed him.
right.
The red
Brought back to
girl,
life.
when she first appeared, asked Aiden, I offer you a boon. Do you wish him to come back? And you guys are like, yeah! And then she brought him back, and then he died in his basement.
Right.
Asphyxiation. Yeah, we did a good job there, guys.
It was a good
Which,
time.
well, that was a tough one.
Yeah, that was
Sure.
bad. Don't hide in the basement. We learned that.
Yeah.
So
also
she
don't let-
asked, will we waste the second
No,
boon,
no.
another boon?
Not we. You.
Will I waste the second boon? So do I know that she's talking about bringing Cardiff back?
Cardiff doesn't look dead.
Okay, so she's talking about some other boon.
She's asking you, if I were to give you a boon, would you squander it?
Hawk would say, you speak in riddles, but I would do my best not to waste any boons.
So, you who are without residence, you who are on the lam, you who continue to retreat from city to city, have no place in this world. So what in this world, more than anything, do you wish?
A home?
A home?
I was going to say a date for your friend Zelbor.
Yeah, your hand in marriage for a Zelbor?
Justice? I'm not exactly sure what she's asking.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Justice? She kind of looks down to Cardiff and then looks back to you. But he is the one who has broken the law.
What are you suggesting?
Maybe we
I
should
don't
ask
think
for
I like
mercy?
So we just fled from, was it Stormloft?
Yeah, that's right.
And Stormloft is overrun by corruption and evil mages and all that. So I guess that's the kind of justice that Hawk would mean.
Right. So basically, there's kind of you have an idea of what she means or what you mean, and are kind of trying to relay that. She has an idea of what she means. So when you say you want justice, she's thinking in her own mentality. This is the justice I'm seeking. Cardiff is a lawbreaker. He's broken the law of time.
Well, he's not continuing to break it, is he?
Oh yes.
Can't he just stop?
Have a stern talking to?
Yeah.
No, he cannot.
So what? Are you planning on just killing him?
No, he cannot die.
Oh, good. Because I didn't think that was the way to go.
Wait, what do you mean he can't die? Do you mean like ever or like right now? Or...
This one can die, assuredly so. But because of the transgression on time and the spontaneous punishment brought forth by the Grey Order, he is timeless. He is a form of eternal.
Oh, so he's like immortal.
In a
One-
manner of speaking.
Like if this Cardiff were to die, then eventually another one of a different age would pop up, or whatever,
When Cardiff broke the arch, he was split all throughout time. His form was sent across the sands of time, like sand itself, and he appears in many forms in just this reality alone, and many forms in other realities as well.
That sounds like it's a problem.
If you wish that justice be brought to him, I will grant you that.
Well, what do you call justice? Killing this Cardiff now?
I could not explain it to your mortal mind if I had thousands of your lifetimes.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not very smart. I understand that. I know my limitations. Malik knows he's not very smart. Do you guys need some type of assistance with this broken time problem?
Not at all.
Interesting. Well, what are you doing here now then?
I am granting him a boon.
Oh,
This is the first I've met with you. Did my sister not explain it to you?
She did. I'm sorry. It's been a little while since we've been.
Was she
Thinking about that.
mysterious and awkward like she normally is? Just standing around
Extremely,
idly
although-
watching you?
Absolutely gorgeous hair. I have to say, you both have fantastic hair.
Well, thank you. I suppose.
Yeah, okay. So if you're going to grant a boon, I don't know. We don't want to get in your way, do we, guys?
No.
Well, it's Hawk's boon, so
Oh, it's Hawk's boon. You're going to boon him.
it's Hawk's boon. Yes, she is booning Hawk.
She's going to boon him all. Oh,
You
all
can
night
either-
long.
You can either carry this one back to wherever you need to bring him back to full mortal health and deal with the plague of him that exists in this world and the next, or your boon can be righting the wrong that has been set here by this mage, or your boon could be something more selfish, something that you desire. Whatever it be, it will be enacted in its time.
Date for your friend Zelbor.
Freeing Stormloft of its corruption. I've got some friends back there. I didn't really want to leave the church. But hey, it's your boon. You decide what you want.
No, I like the Stormloft one.
Explain to me what you mean by free Stormloft of its corruption, because do you not understand the nature of men, the nature of mortals, the nature of dwarves, the nature of elves?
You mean
Even by asking for what you are asking for, you are in fact setting forth a means of corruption.
That's
It is out of balance.
And so you wish to be righted.
Yeah, so maybe not one side controlling, but more in harmony.
She kind of looks off, back down towards the waterway, then looks down at Cardiff and shrugs. Perhaps another day. And she looks to you. She closes her eyes, raises her head back, and kind of like stretches her arms out, and she just starts glowing really brightly, bright yellow, golden like the last one, and she vanishes.
Huh.
She was shining bright like a diamond.
Is Cardiff still there?
You look down, and Cardiff is, sure enough, still laying on the stone. Or so you think. You look again, and it's not Cardiff at all.
Oh man!
And it's not moving at all either.
It's just a totally different person.
It's like the figure that you're staring down at is wearing black leathers. He has a strange tattoo on his left hand.
Okay,
right
does this guy
hand.
look like a familiar mage?
Wait, does he look like the Fellhead?
And as you kind of turn him over, sure enough, it's the corpse of Dante Blackhand.
Oh, it's that Blackhand dude. Boy,
Dead.
that was one boon and kaboom.
Dead
Does
at your feet.
Wow.
he have a kilt on?
No.
Does he have a kilt on?
That's
sure
important.
enough, he does not, but he is deceased. So, yeah, it doesn't look like he's wearing any of his weaponry or finery besides just normal clothes. But yeah, there is the corpse of Dante Blackhand stuff for you.
Interesting. Dante Blackhand dead. Wow. Do you know you just did this, Hawk?
I guess so.
You just killed this guy by your wish, which is, this guy was a jerk anyways.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I definitely do want Aiden's response to that because it definitely can kind of play into it. It'll be a strange one for sure. But I'm assuming Stormloft is probably the next place that you guys will be heading.
I'm sure, yeah.
So
I'm thinking so.
If we would have chosen the Cardiff one, it would have been a totally different path for us.
It would have been something totally different. I'm actually going to put us off of the stream because I think we're pretty much done for the evening. It's about 9 o'clock, which is about 2 hours. Yeah.
That was good.
Bear with me for a
Sweet.
second. And I'll explain a little bit behind the scenes if you'd like.
Yeah, please.
Ah, that was a good fight.
Oh, that was. I guess it wasn't as hard as we thought it